there, my name is Jessica Vandervoort de Montiel, a recruiter with Peace Corps. I'm based out of Kansas City, covering Western Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska. Peace Corps' mission since 1961 has been to promote world peace and friendship. To do so, we have three goals to fulfill this. The first goal is to help people of interested countries meet their needs within their communities. Peace Corps only serves in countries that request our support. The second and third goals are all about cross-cultural exchange. We go abroad and share our American culture based on our own lived experiences, and then we come back to share our respective communities, and we share with our friends, family, or anybody that really wants to learn more about serving 2 years in the Peace Corps. So, as I said, the Peace Corps volunteer program is 27 months of which breaks down to 3 months of training and then 2 years of working and living abroad in that same country. We have two minimum requirements. The first is that applicants must have U.S. citizenship. The second is that you must be at least 18 years of age to serve. But do know that 95% of our positions do require a college degree. Peace Corps volunteers serve in one of these 6 sectors: agriculture, youth and development, education, environment, health, and community economic development. Peace Corps serves in over 60 countries around the world. If you're not sure what region might be a good fit for you, I encourage you to reach out to me as your Peace Corps recruiter to talk a little bit more about service. If you are a high school student, do know that in college you'll have many opportunities to learn more about Peace Corps. One is through our Peace Corps prep program. Depending on where you're going to college, this may be available to you, where you take certain classes and do certain volunteer activities to prepare you for work internationally following college graduation, whether it's Peace Corps or another opportunity. You can also apply to be a campus ambassador. This is for any university that you're at. This is an opportunity to really flex your social media muscles, your event planning skills, to work with a local recruiter on promoting Peace Corps at your university. A couple of benefits of Peace Corps service. We call it Peace Corps, but it is truly supported by the agency, which is a federal government agency. We provide you transportation to and from country. We also provide you with a living allowance that will cover your basic needs, along with health and dental coverage during service, as well as generous vacation time. Okay, I am going to stop sharing my screen right now, and I want to share with you a link that you can go to be able to sign up to receive more information about Peace Corps. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care. Hi there, good morning. Welcome to Peace Corps Presents Work for the World, part of the 2020 Your Global Future Day, sponsored by International Relations Committee in Kansas City. A little bit about myself. I am Jessica Vandervoort de Montiel, the Peace Corps recruiter for Western Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska. I'm a graduate of Truman State University in Missouri and speak Spanish fluently. As a Peace Corps volunteer in Guatemala, I partnered with local education and health ministries to develop rural youth development programs, empowering youth to lead healthy lives and commit to positive goals in their communities. I ended up spending about 4 years in Peace Corps service, and following that, I remained in Guatemala and continue to support volunteers and Guatemalan partners as the Peace Corps Youth Program and Training Specialist. I lived, served, and worked in Guatemala for 7 years. I am a strong believer that every American should be given the opportunity to serve. When I returned to Kansas City, I took a position as a program officer for the Corporation for National Community Service, which is a federal agency that oversees Senior Corps and AmeriCorps grant programs in Kansas and Missouri. When the opportunity came 2 years ago to return to Peace Corps as a recruiter, I jumped on the opportunity to serve the agency from home. A little bit about Peace Corps. Peace Corps' mission since 1961 has been to promote world peace and friendship. To do so, we have 3 goals. to help people of interested countries meet their needs within their community. Peace Corps only serves in countries that request our support. The second and third goals are all about cross-cultural exchange. We go abroad and share our American culture based on our own lived experience. Then we come back to our respective communities and share with friends and family, and even strangers, anybody that will listen, about our 27 months of service overseas. The program, the Peace Corps program, is a volunteer opportunity for 27 months. It's a 27-month commitment that breaks down to 3 months of training and 2 years of working and living abroad in that same country. We have 2 minimum requirements. The first is that applicants must have U.S. citizenship. So this can be by birthright or naturalization. The second minimum requirement is that you're at least 18 years old by the time you serve in the Peace Corps. Do note on this slide that 95% of volunteers have at least an undergraduate degree. So they have gone to college and they have a degree. When you apply to Peace Corps, you serve in a specific sector. This is where you can apply your educational and practical experience in one of our 6 program sectors. Do know that volunteers enter service operating under these primary work scopes, but they are not limited in developing other projects. Secondary project opportunities are a great way to contribute to the community while using the additional skills that you have from your life experience. Peace Corps volunteers work in one of 60 countries that we operate in. If you're not sure what region might be a good fit for you, if you decide to apply to Peace Corps, I encourage you to reach out at any time between now and in your college career to talk about what would be required as far as language, etc., to be able to serve in one of these regions. Some regions require Spanish, and typically it would be 4 years of high school Spanish or 2 years of 200 level or above college Spanish. Other parts of the world, such as Francophone Africa, would require similar requirements for French. But as you can see, there are plenty other parts of the world that do not require a foreign language. I want to share a couple of pictures with you about my Peace Corps service. I feel like one of the best ways to do that is through example, right? On the upper left-hand corner, you can see a picture of an 8th grade class when we are having a career day. In Guatemala, majority of students do not go to school past 8th grade because of their access to high schools. And so for many of these young people, 8th grade was the last opportunity they were going to have formal education. And so this was an opportunity for them to do mock interviews. That's why they're dressed up this day. We invited professionals from the community and surrounding communities to come in and do those practice interviews. We talked about how to prepare a resume, and we had speakers as well talk about what were next steps as far as high school and if they had the opportunity to go to college, to really dream about what their futures could be. On the right-hand side is a picture of a youth camp that we as Peace Corps volunteers designed together with our counterparts who are local Guatemalan adults that work with youth as well, and a handful of youth from all of our communities. This was a 3-day leadership camp where we worked on life skills, how to be leaders in your community, and to plan for a future where they contribute to their communities as well. The really cool thing I enjoyed about this camp is that you will notice that many of the young people, especially the girls, have different outfits. These are called traje típicos, which is their traditional dress from the community that they're from. In Guatemala, there are several indigenous communities that have their own language and their own style of dress. And the thing that is challenging is many of these young people have never left their community, and they have never met other people from Guatemala that are of a different indigenous or an ethnic group. And so this was a first opportunity for them to have that intercultural exchange. So there was an intercultural exchange not only between United States citizens and Guatemalans, there was also intercultural exchange between the different groups of young people in Guatemala. so one of my absolute favorite experiences that really promotes goal 2 and 3 of Peace Corps. At the bottom is a pure goal 2 activity. During my winter breaks, I had the chance to have young people come in and do camps. Really, that was a chance for me to share a little bit about my culture. Here, this is a Christmas cookie making camp. Not a lot of ovens to be found in Guatemala, and so I had a little tiny toaster oven that we baked our Christmas cookies in. And so if you can see on the wall, I have instructions on how to make Christmas cookies. So it was a great chance to interact with girls from our community, talk about our, things that teenage girls want to talk about in a safe space while, they were on their break. And so that was definitely a wonderful goal 2 activity that we had. So I only have a couple of more minutes left. So I am going to just share one of my favorite cultural experiences when I was in Guatemala, and it's appropriate for the date that we are right now. As I said, the goal 2 and 3 is all about cross-cultural exchange. And my favorite holiday in Guatemala is Todos Santos. And that's really a day for us to remember our loved ones who have passed. It's celebrated on the 1st of November. Other parts of the world may have similar traditions. I know in Latin America, Todos Muertos or Dia de los Muertos is another similar tradition. And so on this day on November 1st, we believe that early in the morning, the spirits come and visit us. And so prior to this day, we spend a lot of time preparing decorations. On the upper left-hand corner, you can see these are handmade wreaths out of crepe paper and wax that is decorating the tomb of what ends up being later on in life, my father-in-law's tomb. We also make big barriletes or kites. And these kites are used to fly into the sky and communicate with our loved ones. So this is one of my host brothers with his kites. And you can see the cemetery as it's all decorated on November 1st. It's a big day for eating. In the middle, there's a picture of me. I'm hovering over a very hot, greasy pan making rellenitos, which are smashed plantains and beans. And so we're doing a fundraiser for the school. And so I got down and dirty on Primero de Noviembre, Todos Santos. I love the picture on the right-hand side. It's just a wonderful caption of the different types of tombs that you'll see in a typical Guatemalan cemetery. Some of them are very, very elaborate, and others are very, very primitive. And when you get down close and you read about the dates and who they are, and then you meet their family members that are still living that go and visit them every year, it's a pretty amazing experience. This is at night when we go back and have snacks and we're hanging out with our loved ones that have passed. I say our because I was in Guatemala for so long. I actually had people that were very, very close to me that did pass. And so I participated in this. And that's the great thing about Peace Corps, is that you are not a tourist. You're committed and you're living in the community. And you get to know people. You attend baptisms and you attend funerals. And so if you want to have that type of intercultural experience, I sincerely recommend that you learn a little bit more about Peace Corps service. Here at home, I continue this tradition of having an altar that we had in Guatemala with my loved ones that have passed and the loved ones of my husband. And now we do a mashup of our holidays, our Halloween and our Todos Santos. And so it's something I will always take with me and is truly part of the goal 2 and 3 of Peace Corps. Okay, well, my time is coming to an end. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Here is one final picture of my cohort of Peace Corps volunteers. When we left 2 years prior to this picture be taken, we had no idea the opportunities that we were presented with, but fortunately, Peace Corps gave us all an opportunity to live and work and be part of another country for a limited period of time, but it's something we always carry with us. So I am going to stop the presentation now, and I am going to click into the chat box here, a link that you can go on if you'd like to find out more information about Peace Corps. All right, well, thank you so much and good luck on the rest of your activities today.